And so they move into the home straight. Sergeant Reckless is the back marker. So they're coming round the last bit of the turn, 2 to jump. And it's still Blue Heron bowls along in front. Faugheen is 3 lengths behind him in second place. Purple Bay holds third, but has been ridden along for a while as Faugheen begins to close down on Blue Heron. Sign of a Victory is back 5 lengths away, 6 lengths away. Irving, I think, might be being pulled up. He is. And now in 5th place is Sergeant Reckless. And here's Faugheen now has taken it up. Faugheen and Ruby Walsh head down to the second last flight of hurdles, easily in front. Popped over it safely. And look at him go. He's 5 lengths ahead already. Purple Bay is in second. The pace setter Blue Heron in third. They're 25 lengths clear from Sign of a Victory. Faugheen comes towards the last flights. Not the greatest of leap, but it was effective, and he was already safely keeper of the WilliamHill.com Christmas hurdle. Faugheen continues his progress. He's barely had a race. Wins great style. Second place for Purple Bay.
But the looming presence of Ruby Walsh and Faugheen now make their presence felt on the outside, but Faugheen blundered at the third from home. Now Red Sherlock begins to deliver his challenge. Ballyalton has travelled well into the race for Will Kennedy. Towards the inside, Kalala Key. Between horses, Shanahan's Turn, and out wide is Lieutenant Colonel as they take the second from home. It will be Faugheen and Red Sherlock. These two now locking horns as they swing the final turn. A quarter of a mile to go in the Neptune, and it is Faugheen who has got the lead. Red Sherlock is driven. Ballyalton on the outside. Lieutenant Colonel followed by Rathvinden, who tries to barge his way through, racing down towards the final flight, and it is Faugheen who has gone clear. Ruby Walsh and Faugheen at the last, away and clear. Ballyalton into the inside, Rathvinden followed by Killala Key and 12 Roses, but powering up the Cheltenham Hill. It is Faugheen for Willie Mullins and for Ruby Walsh. Faugheen wins the Neptune.
Then comes on the outside Arctic Fire, then Bertimont. Now they're really racing as they come down the hill towards the third last, and it's Faugheen who's just in front. Jeski, though, is beginning to get right into it. The new one has just been pushed along briefly, but he's still there pitching on the outside in third place. Arctic Fire covering the moves with Hurricane Fly on the inside. They're really speeding towards the second last now, and Faugheen is just in front still. Now he's being asked, Ruby, to pick up. Here's Jeski on the outside with a new one. Hurricane Fly is not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. He's moving into fourth place on the inside. Then Arctic Fire and Faugheen is pouring it on as they race up the hill in the Stan James Champion hurdle, and Faugheen is being to stretch clear from Jeski, the defending champion. Then Hurricane Fly and Arctic Fire. Here's the final flight now, and it's Faugheen and Ruby Walsh clear by 3 lengths. Arctic Fire, his stablemate, is after him, but it's Faugheen who's bounding clear up the hill, and he is a machine. Faugheen maintains his unbeaten record, and it's a treble for Willie Mullins and Ruby Walsh. Faugheen's the champion.
They make the turn. They've got a half mile to go in the Christmas hurdle, and Ruby Walsh and Faugheen will lead them back towards home. And he's got many of the other riders now pushing in behind. The new one on the outside of Hargam, who's now being driven along by Barry Geraghty. Old Guard is also being ridden along now, and still last is Sign of a Victory as Faugheen now begins to really make it pay. He's now out in front by nearly 2.5 lengths. Hargam in second, the new one in third, but it's Faugheen who's quickened up the best. Here's 2 out. He attacked it really well. Far more fluent than a new one who hampered Hargam with a bad jump at the second from home. A furlong and a half to go, and it is Faugheen who is now being pushed clear by Ruby Walsh. The lead extends to 6 lengths. The final flight of the Christmas hurdle. Faugheen is over and clear. The new one in second. Hargam is back in third, but this is the real Faugheen. Faugheen, a back-to-back winner of a Christmas hurdle. He's a machine.